Hello, my elegant ladies. How are you, my darlings? This is Dr. Kia Pruitt, and on this Sunday evening, we're going to talk about the 10 qualities of an elegant woman. Now, what is elegance? Elegance is the quality of being graceful and refined in our mannerisms and in our appearances. It's important for me to speak about elegance today because I consider myself a very elegant lady or a lady full of grace. My grandmother raised me as such. And I think in today's time where women aren't afforded the opportunity to rest in our feminine energy, it's a good idea to talk about what it means to be full of grace and elegance so that we can refine those skills. And as doing such, we will raise the vibrations of all those people who are around us and will actually feel better as a woman ourselves. So here we go with the top 10 qualities that make you an elegant lady. These are the traits that I would encourage you to practice daily if you want to be full of grace and elegance. All right, number one. Number one, the elegant lady is very positive. That means that she sees the glass as half full rather than half empty. The elegant lady has an abundance mentality. She can see the good in situations and she chooses to see the good in people as well as in herself. Now, the elegant lady has a positive, abundant mentality because she knows her self worth and therefore she can see the self worth and the good in other people. Number two, the elegant lady has a peaceful disposition. That means she's calm, she's self assured, and she takes her time, my darlings. Now, the elegant lady takes her time because she's not in a hurry, she's not rushed. She prioritizes herself and her life. Now, that doesn't make her selfish to take care of herself, but it makes her full. That means that she is pouring into herself so that she will have the energy to take care of and to love on other people. So she's self full, she's hydrated, she eats well, and she's well rested. The reason that she's well rested is because having her rest helps her to sit back in her feminine energy and be calm and at peace and pleasant. So she has a peaceful disposition and a peaceful, calm demeanor. And when people are in her presence, they feel as if they are in a sanctuary or a synagogue of tranquility, calmness, and peace. She's not hurried. She prioritizes the things on her to-do list. And my darling, those things that do not serve her highest good or the highest good of her husband or her families, they simply are crossed off the list because she understands that peacefulness and serenity are very, very important to her and to her family. They are very sacred to her. So she has a peaceful disposition. Number three, the elegant lady speaks with grace. She is very tasteful with her words. Her words are sweet and pleasant, and she also uses endearing terms. When I was growing up, my grandmother used to call us sugar lamb, precious honey, precious ham, precious lamb, my darling, sweet pea, baby love, sugar lumps, and all those juicy terms and words that made us feel so warm and fuzzy because that is what a lady who has a sweet, calm, positive disposition does. She raises the vibrations of the people around her by ensuring that the words she uses are very endearing. Now, when she doesn't have something sweet to say, She is silent. Words cast spells, and we want to make sure that the words that we speak cast spells of love and joy and peace and goodness and gentleness, long suffering, forbearance, kindness, meekness upon people. So she only speaks when speaking improves upon the silence. Only speak when speaking improves upon the silence. So she makes sure that the words she speaks actually make people feel good and calm and happy. She also makes sure that her words are beautiful and pleasant, that they vibrate on a high frequency. That means she doesn't use profanity. She's not vulgar with her mouth. She's not cussing, because cussing is actually low vibrational and it makes people feel bad. So she's very careful that her words are seasoned with love, grace, peace, kindness, joy, and happiness. What's next? Number 4, a lady who is elegant and graceful is a lady who is full of joy. She exudes happiness. She is genuinely joyous and happy and exuberant and elated about life. Life is full of joy and abundance and peace and goodness for the elegant, graceful lady. Because remember, her mentality is as such that the universe, the creator, has her highest good at stake, her highest good in consideration. So she's full of joy. And she makes sure that she only does the things that cultivates her happiness and her joy. Now, I chose joy because happiness is contingent upon a circumstance or a happenstance. Like you win the lottery, then you're happy. But joy is a state of mind. Joy is a state of being. So the elegant lady does the things that make her full of joy, and she does it as often as she can. And she's able to do that because she has a positive outlook on life. She has an abundance mentality. She's at peace. She has a calm disposition. Her words are seasoned with grace and goodness and kindness and sweetness. And therefore, she can walk in joy and exude joy in such a way that it fills her up. And it overflows and touches all those around her. That, my darlings, is what a lady of grace and elegance does. She's not loud. She's not mean, nasty, hateful. She's not full of vile words. She's not forceful. She's not aggressive, but she's sweet, calm, positive, and full of grace and kindness. Number 5, the elegant lady has good communication skills. That means that whenever she communicates, she comes from a win-win place. So she makes sure that the person to whom she's speaking and she can both resolve issues in such a way that they both win. And you're able to do this when you have an abundance mentality. What else? The lady who is graceful and full of elegance is also productive with her time. She's not a busybody. She doesn't waste her time on social media. She doesn't waste her time on the telephone. She does not waste her time gossiping, my darlings, because gossiping is for people with small minds. Now, the graceful lady remembers the words of former First Lady Eleanor Roosevelt. Former First Lady Eleanor Roosevelt had a saying that has lasted all the way up until today. She said, great minds discuss ideas. Average minds discuss events. Small minds, my darlings, discuss people. And the elegant woman who is full of grace has a great mind. She has a beautiful mind. She has a mind of joy, peace, happiness, positivity, and sweetness. So she may discuss ideas with her time. She's very productive with her time to discuss ideas that will make her life better, her family's life better, her husband's life better, and humanity at large better. Because such woman is very considerate and concerned about the highest good of humanity. And that's why she participates in humanitarian projects. And she also participates in volunteerism because she is concerned about how she spends her time. She is sure to do the things with her time that will show how elegant and graceful she is. In her spare time, she's participating in hobbies. But when she's not utilizing her time in spare time activities, she is concerned about her own personal work on herself. She's concerned about her work and the job that she has to do at work or in her home. And this is something that a lot of women today seem to kind of be challenged at. We spend a lot of time gossiping and in the business of others, but an elegant lady and a lady of grace is so busy ensuring that her husband is at peace, herself is at peace, her family is at peace, that she's taking care of the things of her family first. She's productive with her time. And my darlings, if you have children, you can spend time with each and every child to get to know her and to get to know him and cultivate and develop those qualities and characteristics in the child that will make them live a joyous, productive life as adults and as children. So she's productive with her time and she only discusses ideas and things that will serve her highest good, the highest good of her family, and the highest good of humanity. Number 7, the elegant lady practices good posture. She sits very well with her shoulders up, back, tucks her stomach in. I did practice somewhat being a model, and my mother had me practicing sitting so that I look at people at attention, I'm fully engaged when I'm talking to them. My posture is straight and it shows that I have confidence. I sit with comportment and I sit at attention. The elegant lady doesn't slouch and bend over. She's not careless with the way that she leans, but she's graceful. She holds her head up. She sits at attention with her body and her chest erected in such a way that she looks like a lady. She's careful in the way that she walks. She's not abrasive in her walk. She doesn't walk loudly. She doesn't clack her heels. She doesn't smack her mouth when she speaks. She's careful in the way that she walks, the way that she speaks, the way that she sits, the way that she stands, and the way that she holds her hands. She holds her hands in a graceful manner. I practice belly dancing. So in belly dancing, you do a lot of this. You're smiling. So she's careful in the way that she moves. It's very graceful. It's very refined. It's very sweet. It's very feminine. And she practices it until it becomes a part of who she is. Number 8, The elegant lady has integrity. That means that she does what she says she's going to do, and she speaks her mind, but within a sweet demeanor. She's punctual. She shows up on time because she's dependable. She has integrity. When she takes something, she makes sure that she puts it back. If she borrows something, she makes sure that she pays it back. The elegant lady borrows things, but she gives it back and makes it better when she gives it back. She has integrity. She cares about how she shows up in the world. She makes sure that she's refined when she presents herself in such a way to society. Number 9, the lady full of grace smiles. She smiles. Why does she smile? She smiles because she understands that life is good. You see, some people will say things like, life is too short to do this, that, and the other. But the lady who has a positive abundance mentality says, life is amazing, therefore I must. Life is so joyful. Life is too full to not do this or that. Life is so abundant that I must do this. She smiles because of her mentality. She smiles because she genuinely has joy. She genuinely is at peace. She genuinely has the rest that she needs. She genuinely prioritizes her life, her words, her speech, her mannerisms, everything. And therefore, she smiles. They say that it takes more muscles to frown than it does to smile. Now, in today's society, people are brash, they're rash, they're mean, they're angry, they're fighting on social media, they're clanking away at the keyboard. They want to come for you. They're just harsh. But a lady of grace smiles. She practices it. Smile in the mirror. Smile when you're talking to your family. Smile when you're talking to your husband. Smile when you're talking to your coworkers. Smile when you go outside. Just practice smiling. My desire for you today for homework is to look in the mirror and smile for 10 seconds. And tell me whether or not that actually raises your vibrations. She smiles because she's pleasant. And number 10, the final quality or characteristic of an elegant lady is that the elegant lady, my darlings, expresses gratitude. She is thankful, and she says it often. She looks over her life, she looks over her children, she looks over her husband, she looks over her work, her humanitarian efforts, and she expresses gratitude that she is able to do things. So you see, when you have a heart full of gratitude, you don't say things such as, I gotta take care of my family. I gotta cook. I gotta watch the children or the grandbabies. But the graceful, elegant lady says, I get to. She's grateful. I get to take care of my husband. I get to take care of my family. I get to cook nourishing meals for myself and my family. I get to bless or bliss humanity with my money, with my volunteer efforts, with my projects. She is grateful and she says, thank you. Whenever you feel your spirits coming down, because it's all a part of life for everyone, even the lady, to feel down about certain events or certain things, write down all the things for which you're grateful and thankful. Write it down one by one, and then at the end, say, thank you. I am grateful. She's full of gratitude because things could be a different way. And when she expresses gratitude, she says, "It is my pleasure," or "Thank you. It's my honor." She doesn't just say something like "okay" or "no problem." Because when you say "no problem," what actually runs through the mind of a person subconsciously is the word problem. See? So in certain ways, you're actually saying it is a problem because the mind, the subconscious mind hears problem. But when you say "thank you," "it's my pleasure," "it's my honor," the pleasure is all mine. You raise your own vibrations and you raise the vibrations of all those around you. My darlings, I hope you've enjoyed the 10 qualities that show that you are a woman of grace and an elegant lady. And what I recommend is that you practice these qualities so that you can be in the best position possible from a mental perspective, from a spiritual perspective, and from a physical perspective. And you will raise the vibrations of people around you. That's it for this evening. I hope you enjoyed it. My name is Dr. Kia Pruitt. Have a very lovely evening. Mwah. Peace.